All right, so this is video for people who are being complacent because I used to be there and I did not like what I was seeing in the mirror of me just staying the same, me just doing the same thing over and over and over, and I absolutely hated it. So my name is Tony Chan, a single dad of two, and I'm documenting my life and my thoughts. And I just want to talk about the importance of number one, keeping that momentum going if you're on a high, and also getting out of being complacent, right? Because I have spoken with friends and family, and still to this day, where they are in the exact position they are 5 years ago. How have you told me for the past 5 years that you want a better job and you want to get paid more, but then you work in the same job, getting the same pay? Like, have you done your resume? Have you applied for a new job? Like, what have you done? And I think this is where people are just either too lazy to work harder so that they can get more stuff, or that they have just become so reliant on their job and so comfortable at the job that they're just willing to stay there and not do anything else, even though they're complaining about moving up in the world. Because like this was in my mid 20s where I got so fed up with my job, was working a 9 to 5, was listening to a boss that I did not like or dislike, and just working at a job where I feel like it was soul sucking. I hated working there. I hated going to the job. And funny enough, like there's videos of me falling asleep in my cubicle because I was just so bored. And basically, I was a market researcher and I had to make phone calls in order to gather data from other companies. Like I had to find out who was working as a safety manager, who's working as a plant manager in the oil and gas field. And that was super boring. And the pay was okay, but just it was not something that I wanted to do. I definitely did not get any fulfillment from that. I felt like I had more fun working as a car salesman before that than working at that job. And that job, I worked there for like 3 years. And I just remember just complaining and bitching so much all the time, to the point where it's just like, why am I still here? Like what have I done? And luckily, this is where I read a book called The 4 Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss. That's probably like the book that really set the momentum for me. It's like that's when I started to have my eyes open. Like, oh, so I could hire and outsource people from different countries. Oh, this is how you promote. Oh, this is why I should take action and not be afraid. And like people don't really care what I do, what I think. Like that book really opened my eyes to the potential of myself. And so that's when I redid my resume. That's when I started applying for better jobs. And I think within 6 months of reading that book, I got a way better job at a new company that was something I wanted to do, which was in marketing. And that job was awesome. It paid more. The people were great. And it was a salary job, like, because beforehand, I used to clock in and out all the time. I was like, God, I feel like a robot. But at this new job, I didn't really have to do that. It was just a salary job, and I just go in there and work, and that's it. And I had my own office, and the coworkers were amazing. Like, as soon as I took action to get out of that complacency, I got a way better job. And the reason why I bring this up is just that I want people to start taking more actions in their life. I want people to stop saying stuff and actually take the action, right? If you hate that job, because this is one of the main things that people talk about, it's just their job. They hate their job. They don't like the pay. All right, time to work on that resume. Time to start applying for jobs. There's so many softwares out there, especially with the rise of AI, because AI, obviously didn't exist in the past. The AI makes it so easy now to redo the resume, to tailor a resume to different job position, to get feedback on your resume, to do research on different companies and personalize everything. Like it's incredible how easy it is to now get a new job. Like for example, when I got laid off in 2025, I found a job within a month. And that's because I use AI, I use ChatGPT, and I would basically give it my resume. I would tailor it to every job position I apply for. And this takes like 5 to 10 minutes because it's so fast now, right? Like AI is super fast. And that's how I found a job within a month. And so like there's just to me no reason to stay at the same job if you're complacent there. Now also I want to talk about if I'm on the high. So for example, I've been separated for 3 years now, and each year I've been like crushing it. Every single year I've been making more and more money. One thing I noticed what happened is that when I'm on a high, I give myself an excuse to slow down, or I give myself an excuse. Oh, I earned to go play video games. I earned to go out with my friends. I earned to go do something that are not necessarily adding to that goal. And what happened was that when I was on this high and I started getting complacent, and let's just use video game, I started playing video games, I started to feel guilty that I was playing video games. I started to feel bad. Now, this could be a bad or good thing, but I actually see that as a good thing because that reminder made me go back on my job, make me go back to working hard. And once again, my finance and my wealth and my life dramatically improve again, right? So when I was on that high of going up and up and up, I quickly catch myself where I was playing video games and I stopped playing video games, then boom, I went back up again, right? And I think that what I'm saying right there is that we got to be careful of we do not get complacent when we are rising up, right? Because there's gonna be people and things that are gonna try to pull us out of it. They're gonna try to want us to go hang out more. They're gonna be like, why are you not hanging out with us no more? Why are you not doing this no more? Why are you not doing that with us no more, right? You gotta avoid that. You have to get away from that because it's gonna slow you down. It is going to slow you down. And here's the thing I've seen happen again is like when I'm on this high and someone pulls me down or like drags me down with them, or I get distracted by video games, it's gonna take a bit of time to get back on that momentum, right? And we do not want to lose that time. You know, everybody knows what compounding interest is and compounding action is. Like my actions in the past 3 years had compounded over time for me to get to this level, right? And even then, 2026, I feel like is going to be the biggest year yet because everything's just like accumulating to this moment. Everything's compounding to this moment right here. And so I'm doing everything I can to take advantage of this moment and really keep riding that high. And so the complacency part, I just get so tired of hearing about it or being around it because, like I said, I still have friends and family in that same mindset, in that same area. And I'm just like, why, right? And I actually had to distance myself from people like that. Like I had to slowly cut off connections. I did lose a bit amount of friends, people I've known since high school, and because we're such on different path. And do not underestimate the effect that people and environments can have on you when you're near it, right? So if I'm around people who are just not crushing it and are complacent or complaining all the time, I'm gonna be doing the same thing. So I had to get away from that. If I'm around things like video games and TVs and things that would distract me, don't be surprised that I'm not focused on building a business. I'm not focused on doing outreach. I'm not focused on making more money, right? So like these things makes us complacent. These people, these things makes us complacent. We got to get away from that. We got to get off of this. And so this video is like more about just understanding that how can we get away from these things so that we can focus on improving our life, especially as single dads. Like one of the first things I worked on after separation was applying for a job, was increasing my income. And so what I did was after separation, like I knew that I need to make more money, obviously, right? Because I'm taking care of 2 kids. And so I went to my boss and I just asked this guy, I was like, hey, what can I do to move up in the company? All right, because I needed more money. And so I didn't put it like that way, but I just asked him, hey, what can I do to move in the company? Are there projects and skills and things that I could be doing that can help out? And so he gave me a list of things to do and I did those things quickly and boom, within 6 to 12 months, I got a huge promotion. Right? And obviously this gave me a huge peace of mind when it comes to paying for stuff and paying for daycare and just buying things for the kids because now I'm making more money. And then years again, boom, like again and again and again, it happened. Promotions, bonuses, pay raises, like it kept happening again every single year. And now I'm also doing a contracting role where I'm getting paid more than ever. So it's just like things just keeps getting better and better. It's because I put in the effort to do those things, right? I did not get complacent. I did not get sad. I did not get depressed. I did not just complain to the world or blame the economy or blame the president and all this other crap, all right? I focus on my responsibility. I focus on my action. And this got me out of being complacent. This got me out of a rut, right? So I just want to encourage people you watching this video just to like understand you got the choice, man. You can take the action and really change your life for the better. My life is just so peaceful now. It's so easy. And it's because I worked to that moment. And what's so cool is that I'm still very ambitious. I'm still striving for more. And I tell you, it's so good because it leads by example for the kids. Like the kids see me creating content. The kids see me working hard on my health and my income. Like they are motivated by me. They are inspired by me. And that's basically my role. I'm doing my job as a dad for them. And so that's an awesome, fulfilling feeling when I get that. So my name is Tony Chan. I hope this was helpful. Watch more videos of me documenting my life on this end screen right here.